Professor Pollard, my understanding is that the risk of COVID-19 mutating regularly is relatively low, certainly compared to influenza, for instance. But what is your assessment as to the likelihood that we will need vaccines that change each year or at various intervals in the future?
The virus, the coronavirus, is an RNA virus, which is the same as influenza. And RNA viruses make mistakes when they're copying their genetic code all the time. So the chance of the virus changing is actually quite high. The chance of it changing in the particular component of the virus, which binds onto the ACE2 receptor to cause infection, I think is relatively lower because in order to be able to bind onto the receptor, the shape of the spike protein, which is the protein on the virus that binds, can't change, otherwise it won't be able to invade our cells through the ACE2 receptor. So it's not impossible, but I think so far we've not seen, as the virus has changed over the last 9 months, that it has had major changes in that bit which binds onto the ACE2 receptor to make it no longer preventable through the vaccines in development. I think the uncertainty, though, comes that this virus at the moment is not under any pressure to make changes in that bit of its genome because we don't have immune human populations. It's still transmitting very happily across the world as it is at the moment. And it may be that if it has to change that bit of its genome, then it may be less fit and transmit less well, or not be able to cause infection so readily. So I think it remains a possibility that it could change, and that may be a problem for vaccines and require redesign. At the moment we haven't seen that, but we haven't really put it under pressure.
Thank you very much.